understand that the 400 series is being phased out of the 500 series?
I mean, 400 series can still be found in retailers, but over time we're going to migrate to the 500 series. Yes.
My views are going nuts about VEGA, so have you got any news on that?
We will give, so you know, we did an architectural preview at the CES of VEGA. As far as it comes to a gaming product, we will be very loud about it when it's ready.
Yes, inside. I managed the comment section, just like, VEGA.
Yeah, we're definitely working on it.
Also before on that graph, you know, on the left, the FPS was pretty high, so I don't think it was a CPU problem, it was more memory. The previous one we had stuttering on the left-hand side in Battlefield.
But that's actually the capture, right? And so
is that enough system memory is using the CPU, so it starts stuttering. What they call choking. So it's like, I don't think it was a CPU problem personally,
it was a quality of the game stream.
Not down, so it's got enough system memory, not enough DDR.
No, it's lack of CPU overhead. So the game FPS can be high. What's being rendered on the GPU locally can be rather high if the GPU is able to do it. It can be computed, but if you're stuck to 4 threads to a 4 video code, you're not going to have it.
I just tested that specifically in the past. When you have enough system memory, it just starts like choking like that.
Yeah, but I mean, our comparison with apples to apples, which is
definitely.
You definitely can, but what you can see is there's a certain quality level that a 4-core CPU can do that you need for the GPU or more cores to do. That's why the 6 cores are 5s can do it so easily, you're not dropping frames. That's stuttering with the drop frame where the CPU goes, oh, I'm out of time, there's a new one coming through, I'm just going to skip this one. Right? So that's because you've got the 4 threads that running the game, there's only a little bit left from the halo. You're going to drop the quality, do a faster encode, and you can pull it out in the core. So you can pull it out
Hi guys, Dominic Sharif from nightshare.net. We've got 2 questions, one for Radeon, one for Ryzen. I'll go with the Radeon first. In the press deck for the 500 series, you have got the graphs comparing the competitor to your 500 series. Some of the graphs are comparing in GTX 970 to 500 series. Why did you guys go with the 970 for a comparison card?
Yeah, I think if you look at, you have to look at the narrative, and the narrative was from, like, you guys are reviewers. I encourage you to compare to, for example, the latest Pascal products without a doubt. Please go do that. That's what you should be doing. But in terms of the narrative of the market upgrade cycle, you are looking at legacy products in the market and what you get by going to the latest generation. I think from that perspective, I think a GTX 970 as well as for example, an R9 380 is fair game. When you talk about what's available in the market, yes, our job is to make sure we are the products to get in every segment. And so, for example, on product like RX 580, I would encourage you to compare with the GTX 960. So running DirectX 12, Vulkan titles, compare there. Running esports titles, turn chill on, and you can compare there.
Thank you. And for the Ryzen side, since the initial launch of Ryzen, AMD has promised a major platform update around May regarding the firmware and so on and so forth. What are users actually what should users expect and what they're actually going to receive from this major update that you've promised this last couple of months?
Good question. So if you guys didn't hear it, AMD has stated that in the May time frame, we will issue a BIOS update, what we call a GISA. A GISA is an acronym, I'm not going to try and repeat it for you, that goes out to our motherboard partners. And in that update, we're going to improve further memory compatibility, memory tuning, and memory speed support. So we're hoping to go higher than 3200, offer more adjustable parameters, offer more compatibility so that people can just drop in and work. And this is the same process we went through with previous platforms, because we're not trying to support JDEC, we're trying to support a proprietary memory technology, right? Because JDEC, all those modules work just fine with Ryzen. There's no issues there. 2133, 2400, 2667 modules, just plug in and go. It's where you go into overclock modules that advertise these higher speeds on the box, but you have to go into the BIOS and then select the profile or program it in manually yourself. That's a little bit more difficult because it's not tuned for an open standard. It's tuned for a specific set of technologies by somebody else. So we have to go figure out how to work with that. Well, it takes a little bit of time, but it's possible. We did it with FX and A series. We figured out how to do that easily enough and support it. We're working through it now with different memory kits, and we are engaged with more and more memory vendors every day. Right, so we launched with support from Corsair, G.Skill, Guile, all have memory kits that work very well up to 3200 speeds with Ryzen, and we're already engaging with the other guys like Kingston, Crucial, many more of the smaller manufacturers. Because we're making such an impact into the market, people are paying notice and saying, you know what, I need to make sure I work with this. Same goes with coolers. So in the May timeframe, back to your original question, what you'll see is we'll release that update to the motherboard partners, and then begins their process of validating that, doing their enhancements, understanding it, and we'll work with them hand in hand as we drive towards that date. And then they'll start issuing BIOS releases and updates for the motherboards that people can go out and do it. So probably won't see every single board, 90 plus motherboards, get a BIOS update all on the same day. They'll probably phase it in as they work through which are the most highest volume selling, which are their focus parts, which are the ones most likely to use with expensive memory. You wouldn't expect a $50 board to be made compatible with $300 memory, for example. That wouldn't be first wave, that would be second, third opportunity. But that's what you're going to see in that May update and in the subsequent days after that.
So Jim, is mainly just the memory is the core for the main point for the update. We're not going to see, for example, some extra features or missing features added part of this update. For example, some users are complaining about missing P states in certain boards or something like that. It's just memory we're looking at, aren't we?
Primarily memory. There's always performance updates, stability updates, feature improvements that we put in. If you look historically back to FX, first boards were delivered in market in 2011. The most recent BIOSes for those things were delivered in 2014 and 2015. So there's always things to put in. What the specific other details are going to be in that release, I'm not going to be able to release right now and tell you about, just because we want to focus on what's kind of the most important thing, which is the memory. But there are going to be stuff in there. Regarding missing P states, those are implementation problems with the specific ODM on that motherboard model. It's not an AMD issue, it's a downstream validation issue, and they're working hard to get all those things, little bumps rolled out and get them working.
Thanks guys, congrats on Ryzen.
Thank you.
Yeah, what CPU out of the Ryzen lineup do you like the best and why?
Oh man, that's like I just pick your favorite kid, right? So
That's interesting.
I think if I take away the fact that I'm an AMD employee and I've got access to these things, then I'll play with this. I think if it was what I was doing, I would go for the 1500X, the fastest 4-core 8-thread, because it's just such a great performance per dollar. It's so efficient. It's got all the features, but it's just that price point. I just love that level of performance, the overclockability, and you'll be able to get a 4 gig clock core under 200 US. I've long had a sweet spot for that one, right? Back to what I'm supposed to do with business development. I'm supposed to say 1700X is the best CPU on the planet. It's the most balanced processing you can find, and it is a great processor. But so if you're not an overclocker, if you're not a tweaker, if you just want to set it and run and leave it alone for years, right, then I would suggest the 1700X because it's got all the cores and threads you're going to need for your next upgrade cycle. It supports ECC memory, so if you're worried about data corruption and that kind of stuff, you can get that, still running at high speeds. It's going to be a powerful CPU for a long time. But I'm a tweaker, I'm a tuner, I like to mess with things. I'll probably kill my 1500X in 6 months by trying to take it to the limit. But that's okay, I know where I can get another. So there's a lot of good CPUs in there. I think I really like the 1600 as well, because it's it's a 6-core 12-thread processor. It's half the price of the competitive CPU with 6-core 12 threads, and with just a few simple tweaks in the BIOS, you can make it faster than any other 6-core out there. Right? It's amazing, and that's really your entry point for being a gamer streamer. If you're trying to get into Twitch or other broadcasting services, being a YouTuber, that's going to be the entry point part, because now you've changed being a personality on YouTube or Twitch from being, I've got enough money to buy a high-end CPU so I can just do anything because I can do this whole account, to now it's about personality, now it's about content, right? It took away that artificially high barrier of entry for content creation.
Is there any plans for what each got off the this warranty? Is there any pay an extra certain amount of money for that ability to block CPU essentially? Is there any plans of offering that?
We've looked into that, and it's very complex. You need to have a very deep chain of relationships through to the end user all the way back, and we're still trying to scope how to do that. So one of the things we're finding as we're going to Ryzen is that we're bandwidth limited on how many people we can talk to. Right? There's so much interest and so much excitement that trying to develop these new programs takes a little bit longer than you think. So definitely looking at it. If anybody has a strong preference on when you shoot or shoot, let us know. We can feedback. So I can check back and say, hey guys, Australia loves warranty overclocking. We should do that in that market or worldwide. That's the thing I want to hear about.
Oh, for me, okay, so, you know what, to me, honestly, and given where I am in the market I have at home, to me, it's RX 580 without a doubt. It's the biggest one, so it seems like it's a 17 programmer, but it's the fact that I may get into VR, I don't have one that's in there, it's just ones that work, but I may get a VR headset this year, and so 580 gives me that. With chill, and I try and chill, it's actually quite amazing in terms of it is the same gameplay experience. You do get the responsiveness, and then you do on top of that you do get that power benefit and how efficient it is. So from that perspective, that would be my products. I do have a home PC as well, though, so I'm going to pick a second one. And when I go back next week, I am going to put it on as 515 and just do 4K streaming, multimedia, and stuff like that. And then, you know, if you ask me maybe later on, I might say VEGA, but